Hi and welcome to today's video where I've got an unboxing of a purchase from Space NK, and they had an offer on that you had a gift with a £45 spend on hair care, and it's a hair care set which I've got here that is valued at £70. And there was one item in the set in particular that I was interested in trying, and there was an item that I like. I'm not saying I'm running out of, but that I thought that I'd pick up in order to get the gift, and I know that I will use it. So the item I purchased was £54, so it met the £45 threshold and over threshold, and it's Oribe Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil. And this is 100ml. So it is costly for its type at 54. But although it says hair oil, it is a hair oil that has oil and dimethicone in. So it is silicone and oily at the same time. And it is slick, it's clear. Now, I, in my routine, use like a serum or a leave-in conditioner. And then I would use a product such as this, and then on wet hair or very damp hair, and then as it dries I would use a pure oil towards the ends of the hair. So it does fit, these fit in within my existing hair care routine. So last year, I think it was last summer, I bought the Oribe Gold Lust hair oil in the 50ml, £34. And that is still available to buy as a trial size. Now, it's typically only available at Space NK, and this item I don't think I've ever seen on sale or any reduction, because Oribe tend to opt out of sales other than the odd set that they're trying to promote. So this, I suppose the nearest equivalent that I'm using at the moment is the Kerastase oil. And this is a dimethicone, that's a silicone and oil mix again, and this has been out for many years and is extremely popular. And in the last month it hasn't been reformulated, but it has been rebottled, and instead of this shape and size, it is like a multifaceted, it looks a bit like a cut glass, quite an elegant container. And the oil is in a centre part which can be pulled out and replaced. So it's basically the outer casing can be used for as long as it doesn't get damaged. So I'm not sure if the new bottle is glass or plastic, but obviously this is a glass one. Okay, there's a risk of shattering it, but what is quite handy when you're holding it is it flares upwards, so it reduces the risk of dropping as it gets wider. It doesn't eliminate it, but it does reduce it. Now, what do I think of this? I think this is an okay silicone oil mix. However, for the £41 or £40 for 100ml, I've seen many perform equally as well on my hair that have been a fraction of the price of this. So I got this around the same time as I got the 50ml Oribe oil, and I tried this and loved it, and then I thought, well, I better give this a try. I did, found it okay, but I've put it in this year's project pan in order to make sure that it's used, because I don't want it just sitting there. But then I'll move on to my holy grail, which is this. So you can, as you can see with these bottles, that they're opaque at the top, the black, and clear or fairly transparent at the bottom. And they are fairly flexible. Well, they're a hardish plastic, but there is some flexibility within it. And it's a pull-off lid and a pump. So basically the serum is sucked up through the tube there. It doesn't leak, which is very good. But in the couple of weeks or so that I used it, maybe 3 weeks, this is how much I used. So I used about a third of this 50ml. So I absolutely do adore this. And I don't put a lot on each time. I generally part my hair into two like ponytails, and then distribute this through the mid-lengths and ends. So yeah, this has been absolutely wonderful. I think they've got the balance of dimethicone and oil that suits me. Also, they have quite a lot of unusual oils that you don't typically find, because in hair care, because you've got to be careful in terms of oils, whether you want them to lie on the surface of the hair or penetrate the shaft. These have oils that do both. And so the oils sort of protect and repair and nourish, and the dimethicone adds extra shine and sealant, so that seals the hair. That's the sort of thing that they both do. So it is great for its type. Absolutely adore this, but I still use a straightforward oil as a finishing product. So I know I'll be able to use this, so I thought I'll get this. Now, one thing to, I mean, what I will say is it's a pity it's not glass, because although it's wider at the bottom, which isn't great if you are holding something and you don't want it to slip, it does have embellishment there which would stop you losing your grip. But maybe for cost or for travel purposes, they've kept them plastic. So what, in case you are interested in this product, what I will say is there's two types of oil. There's this, which is all they call the Gold Lust range, and it's nourishing hair oil. This is this one, or there is the hair and body oil. And that, obviously, as it says, it can be used multi-use. And what I find with multi-use oils, I find them never good enough for the hair, because in order to get oils that are good for skin and not for hair that's dead, and it doesn't really matter to what degree it could irritate the skin. There's different needs for skin and hair, and I just don't feel that when you get one that's good for the skin, it's any good for the hair. It just generally doesn't penetrate the shaft and tends to look greasy, on my hair at least. So this I absolutely love, but the hair and body oil one is slightly different shape. The nozzle is thinner at the top. It has a pump at the top, and then it unscrews and lifts out, and it's a pipette. So, but the pipette does tend to leak on that one, but this one is completely secure, probably because it's a bit thicker, because it's got silicone in, or perhaps a little bit more viscous, I should say, but it's still quite fluid. But I love this product, so I just thought I'd pick up another. I will use the small one first and go over to the large one as soon as I finish this one that I've got in my project plan, the Kerastars, which is £41, like I say, for 100ml, and the eBay is £54 for 100ml. But as a starter one for £34, it's still expensive, but at least it can be tried to see if you like it or not, because I've not seen any in either advent calendars or gift with purchases that are small. It'd be useful if they did a small one, so everyone perhaps could sample it. Anyway, I've got a number of items here, and I'm going to get out those that I'm going to give to Mr. Bear. I've got several here, in fact nearly half. So the first item I've got is by Philip B, and it's peppermint avocado and shampoo, scalp invigorating and volumizing. So I'm not too keen on, I like mint, but I don't like peppermint. I prefer spearmint, and also I think this would be helpful for him. So 60ml, you'll be able to get a few washes and at least know if you like it or not, and it has one of them flip tops. Next is Briogeo Scalp Revival. I've not had any products that I've liked from this company, but I have tried quite a lot. And this is charcoal, coconut oil, and it's micro exfoliating shampoo, 30ml. So again, I can pass that one on. And most of these have security tabs on for hygiene and to stop them spilling. The only ones that don't are these two ones, which again I'm going to pass on, and it's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day conditioner and shampoo. They're 30ml each. Now I may try just a little bit of it and then pass the rest on. And the shampoo, they're both like a white off-white product, quite lotiony. What I will say is that there is a slight fragrance, like a very fresh, slightly floral fragrance on the shampoo, but not on the conditioner. But I do like Living Proof as a brand, but I shall pass them on and get some feedback from Mr. Bear. And then the final 4 items, there's one of which I really wanted, and this is Amica Soul Food Nourishing Mask for the hair. So this is 60ml, so this will last me quite a while. Now I have the Detangler Mist in this range, and it's called The Wizard, and it has a wonderful like caramelly sort of scent. It's very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, which I love. And I know a lot of people like the performance as well as the fragrance. So this you can pick up in when it's available for around £12. But I'm glad that I have that. The next item is Hair by Sam McKnight Happy Endings, and it's a nourishing balm 30ml. So this you put on damp hair, or you can put it on dry hair, cleansed hair, and again it nourishes the ends. Now whilst I do incorporate serums and creams into my hair care washing routine, or post-wash hair care, I don't find them miraculous or particularly good, but I do use a tiny amount. So 30ml would last, if I continuously used it, many months. So although it's a travel or sample, I don't always need full sizes, because I try them. If they're only so-so, I'm quite happy to move on to the next one. Then I have another company whose products I really like called Way, and it is Anti-Frizz Cream. So again, that is a leave-in sort of styling cream, which I would use, because they act somewhat like a serum. So I would generally use those two quite similar, although this is more towards the ends, and see if I like them. If not, I can then pass it on fairly soon after I've made my decision. And finally, a product that I've never really got on with. This is the Colour Wow Dream Coat. The difference is this is extra strength, which I've not tried. I've tried the standard one, and I've sprayed quite a number of squirts, like between like 12 and 20, section through my hair, and then on wet hair, then you heat it with a hairdryer to actually activate the polymers. The only thing is it didn't work at defrizzing my hair. My hair, after I blow dry, it would still be frizzy if I didn't put lots of other product on. So I never had any positive outcome from this, even though once it goes on your hair, it's supposed to last for up to 4 washes. Now, looking on YouTube, it seems to be that it's user error. I've been using it wrong, perhaps, because it seems to be that for this 50ml, you'd probably need to use most, if not all of it, on my length hair, even though my hair is fine. It's not thick, it's fine and coarse. So I'm going to try and use most of the bottle at some point on one application, and then use my hairdryer to activate and see whether it can, 1, sleeken, and 2, stop frizz coming back if I've got humid or wet weather. So let us see. So they're all the items in this. So they will all get used, or at least tried. I like trying new things. I particularly like the Amica, because I've actually got a set from the Kush range, which is the bond repairing range, but this is more the smoothing and shine range, and I do particularly like the fragrance of this. So they were in this kit. Now with Space NK, with the special offers on, it can take up to 2 weeks for them to be delivered, but it came, I think it was within 3 or 4 days, which is quite good. And as I've looked now before making this video, this set is available. I think you might have to be a member or signed up on their website for their reward scheme, and then you can then pop that into your cart with a minimum £45 spend on hair care. So can I say thank you very much for watching, as I do appreciate your time is valuable. Hopefully I shall see you soon in another video, and I actually do have an empties coming up soon, because it's towards the end of the month. It's at the end of the month now, but I also bought some items from Harvey Nichols, because they had a perfume gift with purchase. Now I'll tell you a little about it now, because it's still live. It went live a couple of days ago, and I think it was either yesterday or the day before it went live. I think that'll be Thursday, and it is a set of fragrances in a gift box, and worth, I think it was £275 plus, and that's free with a spend at the beauty section online. Any items, but you have to have more than one item, so you need to have 2 or more items, and the minimum spend is £125. So that has come. It's come this afternoon, but I wanted to show this first. The Harvey Nichols Beauty gift with purchase is available but you have to be a member of their reward scheme, which you can sign up online. If you are interested, have a look now, because by the time I put a video up, either tomorrow or the day after, it may well be sold out. But yeah, I thought that was really, really good, and I am interested in the products that are free in the gift. So I'll also show you what I purchased. But anyway, enough about that. Can I say thank you very much, and hopefully I shall see you soon. Otherwise, please take care of yourselves, and bye for now.